All right, so we are on the other side. If you watched me on YouTube, I talked about the very first card that I pulled. Now I'm gonna get into the second card that I pulled, and let me just let you know now, like, I don't know what's going on with me right now in this Akashic Library, but any answer that you have been searching for, you are going to get activated now. It is no way you're going to leave this the same. You're going to be activated. You're going to be inspired. You're going to be set on fire inside with passion of knowing what it is that you are supposed to be focusing on and what to do. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this card. I had already pulled it before I posted the last video, and I put it back and I pulled it again. And when that happens, that means that message is an activation of the Akashic Library. So you have an opportunity to change the trajectory of your life. So let's just say in your life, because of all of the things that you went through, you have a difficult time trusting people, and then starting to affect potential business relationships, right? That you want to develop, but maybe you feel a way about it. You're not quite sure, and you're afraid something negative is going to happen. So it's starting to hold you back. And maybe you're not being heard, you're not making your needs known, you're not being assertive about what you want and aligning with it and knowing you deserve it. Like that energy right there, where you're able to be in a space that invites with magnetism what it is you desire. You don't have to fight so hard. You don't have to force it to try to bring it into your life. And so my goal is to find the path of less resistance possible to get an outcome. And it's not that I'm lazy, but I don't see no purpose in doing things the hard way if there's a smart way. So that's what we doing. And so yes, I'm going to get into that. This right here, I don't know. If I start crying and shit, just know gangsters cry too. Gangster gratitude. But this right here, this took me somewhere. And I said, this is for the collective. This is for the collective. This is exactly what they have been asking for. So this is going to release a lot of y'all. Alright. Seeing the true you. That's the card that I pulled. Seeing the true you. And I know for sure that a lot of us, we just now realizing who the true us is, because we spend most of our lives trying to be somebody else for somebody else, So let me read this to you, because anything that's happening to you right now is happening to be a better reflection for you. Okay, check this out. Sometimes we believe what others tell us we are, as though the self we see reflected back to us through their eyes is truth. Yet the accuracy of a reflection, it depends on the clarity of that which is doing the reflecting. If the receiver forms any opinion about what is perceived, but what is reflected back to us will at best be distorted. It is not necessarily through ill will. It is just the mechanics of the situation. Y'all hear that? Even the moon reflects the sun in varying degrees of fullness and clarity. We can learn something of the nature of sun from the moon, but not as much as through direct perception. This oracle has come to you because you have been putting rather too much faith in the reflections others have of you, to the point that you might not be honoring all that you are and all that you are becoming. because you believe too little of yourself. There may be those around you that are able to reflect you more faithfully and even help you see more of your own greatness and beauty. These are the souls blessed with the inner stillness. In the clear waters of their ocean of consciousness, you can come to recognize yourself with clearer perception. However, there are those who have not tended to their own ocean and are unable to be still enough to genuinely receive and reflect your light back to you. There is no judgment here. Each takes the path of self-healing that is available and appropriate at any given time. However, to attempt to see the magnificence of a sun and a very partial moon doesn't make too much sense. If you are blessed with those in your life who can show you the beauty within you, wonderful. Even so, this oracle comes to you with the task you are now ready for. You are to begin to develop the art of direct perception. This is the ability to recognize yourself not only in the eyes of others, but from how you feel about yourself, how you experience yourself, and how you observe yourself with compassion and kindness from within. This is a step towards a radical empowerment that does not require perfection in order for you to recognize you are lovable and have much to offer. It is empowerment based on the acceptance of all that you are, working with your strengths, tending to your weaknesses, and being loving, encouraging, and nurturing of all that you perceive. As you continue on this journey, you will not only see your human self, but the eternal within you. This is a breathtaking experience that opens you up to the creative energy that flows abundantly through all of life. It is an experience that takes great perception, because we must be strong within our self-love and acceptance to be able to hold acceptance for all of life. This oracle is nudging you into that perception, into that preparation for when you have the experience of truly beholding yourself. All judgment, fear, and doubt will fall away, and you will just know yourself to be sacred. Then you will be asked to embrace the deeper journey of sacred rebellion against judgment and fear, and into passionate creativity and unconditional trust in life. This oracle comes with a special message for you. If you are getting confused about who you are and your motives or your actions, based on what others are saying or how they are responding to you, step back. In your quest to be a responsible person, you may be unintentionally taking on the feelings of others, making their reflections of you more than they are in truth. More often than not, reflections are more about the state of the reflector than what is being reflected. Let those external perceptions go. Can you just acknowledge yourself? Do so and be free. Now here's the meditation, which is the healing process that I said that I was going to give to you because I accidentally posted the first part of your reading for this week on YouTube. So we're going to do a little something special, make up for that. This is all about sacred energy exchange, right? We've been talking about that. If you drive and operate heavy machinery, just listen, don't close your eyes or nothing. But if you're sitting down and you're safe, or you're laying down, you can close your eyes. All right? And I am going to read a healing process for you so that you can cancel any contracts that you created that are separating you from receiving and attracting what it is you now know you desire. By knowing that you deserve it, you deserve to not feel judged. And you get there by no longer judging yourself. And if you are not in alignment with judgment and fear and criticism, you have less experiences from your day-to-day life that reflect that. And you will have more experiences that reflect the mindset that you are nurturing, what you are thinking about the most, and how much intensity and emotion you are allowing in those moments. So if you tend to get triggered and you let a whole lot of negative emotion out, and then later feel like, I did a little too much, I didn't have to do all of that, right? That's just showing up to let you know that it's time for you to reimagine yourself and manage your responses differently. And to be able to get in touch with your I divinity and say, how would my I divine self, who's already learned these lessons in this incarnation, how would they respond to this? You know, like, can I take a high road? Right? Can I choose not to be offended even if it felt like it was personal? Do I have the ability to choose what offends me? Right? Because if you have the ability to choose what offends you, that is you empowering your own self. You feel like a superhero when you can choose how you respond to things that used to trigger you. It is the most amazing, blissful feeling in the world. So when I am in alignment, that's when I make my potions and my elixirs, so that you are getting 100% pure, spiritual, magical energy, right? So that's what we're gonna do here, all right? If you are busy doing something and it's noisy and you want to come back, it's cool. Just come back and listen to this later on when you got some time to yourself. All right? Because this is going to activate this within us. I want you to repeat after me. Say with feeling, with deep intensity, I now break any contract I have ever made with another. Consciously or unconsciously, that has given them power over me. Power over my sense of self. The authority to approve or reject me, or anything about me, including my voice, body, creativity, spirituality, and way of living. of my own free will, I now choose to directly perceive my own inner beauty. And turn within with kindness and compassion to myself through the eyes of unconditional love. So mote it be. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. That is your activation for today. And I'm going to continue to do these when I'm guided to do these through this season, since we are entering into the last trimester of this year. And there are going to be winds of transformation like never ever before. So as Queen of the Dam, Akasha, the Oracle, my ability to tap into our Book of Lives, I am going to do this for the next few weeks, okay? So if this spoke to you, if it impacted you, share a comment with me and let me know, how did this feel? What are you experiencing now? And come back to this as much as you need to listen to this, to get you in alignment in this vortex right here, just where you are, where you only feel peace that you have cultivated within yourself by taking this time out for yourself. May your third eye has just been kissed. Peace and one love. Ashe.